All right, man. Welcome back. We got another segment here with Inspired by True Events Network. We got my boy Nigel, aka Hoopers Rehab. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right. I'm blessed, bro. How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you having me.
We in here. We in here. So tell the people a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Nigel Dunkley. I'm a basketball athletic trainer, and really I've spent about the last 5 years or so just I've been blessed, bro, to be around high level hoops for like the last few years.
Hmm.
So I started at UC. Well, let me take it further back from that. So I played basketball all 4 years throughout high school.
Hmm.
Freshman 1 year, JV 1 year, and then varsity for two. So after high school, I went to Utica College, just general health studies major. I did that for 3 years. So from 2013, shout out to the class of 2013. But I did that for 3 years, 2013, 2016, and then I decided I wanted to transfer because I was just a general health studies major at Utica College. So I actually had an opportunity my very last semester at UC to work in the athletic training room. So that kind of introduced me to the athletic training realm and really just the entire sports medicine realm. And and I have fun. It was a work study position, but I enjoyed like interacting with athletes and just the entire process that went on behind being an athletic trainer. I said this is something I could do. I could see myself doing this because I've always been a sports guy.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't see myself like sitting at a desk working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life.
Me either, bro.
I need to be in the action. You know what I'm saying? Court side. I need to be right there. So
Because
athletic,
you get up every day and you're gonna be looking forward to it.
bro,
You feel me?
it's not work. It don't feel like
Yeah.
work at that point. You know,
Exactly.
you love what you're doing, bro. It's nothing to it. You know,
Yeah.
it makes it that much easier. So, yeah, I ended up looking into different programs that were available because the people I were talking to, the athletic trainers over at UC, were just giving me all the different game on what it's going to take to become an athletic trainer.
Mhm.
And Utica College didn't actually offer an athletic training program or any sports medicine program. So I just did a little research and I found Cortland. And as I actually started interning with different people in Utica, I realized like my little network that was here. Some of these guys had came from Cortland already, so I started tapping in with them. Like Chris Warner, he's the head athletic trainer at Utica College right now.
Okay.
He graduated from Cortland athletic training program. I want to say like 2004.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he had that experience and he gave me that game. And also my boy Ryan from SPI, he also went to Cortland.
Listen,
So
hold it.
shout out to SPI.
We need to shout out to SPI,
Yes,
man.
sir.
One
Those are my
time,
guys
shout out
out
to
there.
Ryan Monaco, Steve Dowd. We got Nate.
Nate-
What Nate?
Nate
Nate's
Fresco.
over there. Listen, the year 2014 in the spring, I dislocated my kneecap. Thought my career was over. I used to be, I was a running deer in college at 195, 200 pounds. Hurt my knee. Went to them and they got me right. I had my best season ever. 1,500 rushing yards. I was probably like
Yeah.
ninth in the country in D2. And I don't think I would have been able to do it without them.
And you continued to go there even after your injury because
Yep.
when I was interning there the summer of 2017, you was in there every day grinding, bro.
Yep.
Every single day. So, people think things happen overnight, but really we've been on this marathon for a while now, and it's everything that we've been doing like behind the scenes is starting to come to light. So it's
Definitely.
a good feeling, definitely to like you always preach, getting your flowers while you're here. It's definitely a good feeling, but.
Yeah.
I just tried not to get too caught up in the moment, bro. Like
Mhm.
I never get too high or too low. When I achieve something cool, I enjoy it, but
Yeah.
it's always what's next. Right?
Yeah.
Next thing, like just keep grinding. But to get back what I was saying, so I ended up transferring to Cortland in about I think it was summer of 20 or the fall of 2017.
Mhm.
So to get into their athletic training program. So once I get there, it's a whole different environment. You've been to Cortland, you've seen what life in Cortland is like. So
Yeah.
I did that for 3 years. I completed the athletic training program, and luckily with the Cortland connections, man, they have so many connections with their sports medicine program. If you're an aspiring healthcare professional who wants to tap in with anything sports medicine related, I would highly recommend Cortland's athletic training program. Because of them, I was able to get an internship with Cornell University. A lot of people don't know, like, that connection came direct. Like, a lot of people ask me, like, how did you get that?
Yeah.
And that came through just my connections at Cortland because they have partnerships with Syracuse University, Lemoyne, Cortland. And then all the local high schools in Cortland, they have connections with them, Cornell. So I was
It is.
able to.
It's almost a sin if you have
Oh, man.
networking opportunities and
Oh,
you do
man.
not take advantage of them.
And see, that's the crazy thing because they asked me so the way that Cortland Athletic Training Program is set up, there's 4 levels. So when you come in, when I got there in the fall of 2017, that's level 1. They start giving you the basics of how to tape an ankle, how to do these little things. When you come back in the spring, now you're at level 2. Come back in fall, level 3, and so on. So rising to level 4, they were like, they gave me an option. I could either stay at Cortland and work with the college basketball team at Cortland, which was definitely an opportunity. But once they mentioned Cornell, it was a no-brainer. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm there. Only thing was that was on me. Transportation, we didn't get any type of compensation for gas or anything, so that was all on me.
Okay.
But I made it happen, bro.
So you were going to Cortland and then you got internship with Cornell.
So my schedule would look like 8 a.m. classes from 8 a.m. all the way to noon, bro. Running back to my dorm, shower, change, eat, getting the whip, practice, basketball practice, football practice. Got to drive to Cornell. It was about a 30-minute drive. So,
Okay.
But that's an hour every day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Depending on, sometimes you had it out there, stuff get canceled. You like, dang, snowstorms. Like,
Yeah.
it was a whole lot to overcome. But I'm truly grateful for that experience. You know, and what came out of that, it was originally just basketball, but they asked me like, hey, you're one of our highly recommended students. Like, we know you're going to represent our program well. Would you want to work football in the fall? As soon as football season ends, you can transition to basketball. Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's more gas, more money out of my pocket as a college student. You know how it is. But
Yeah.
nah,
You get more reps in your field.
Man, that helped me build my network in Ithaca, New York. You know what I'm saying? So now I have connections all through central New York, bro. It's pretty dope. But anyway, so I do that. I graduate from the athletic training program in last fall, actually. It's been a year, like a month ago, or a week ago, excuse me.
Okay.
So only been out of college a year, bro, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, after that, I moved to LA last year, right before the pandemic hits. January is the new year. And for so long with college, bro, I just wanted to be on my own time. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm moving across the country. It was kind of a sporadic move, but I did it, and I had an opportunity actually to intern at Kobe Bryant's MAMBA Sports Academy. So that kind of sold me on like, I'm making this move. I'm about to make it happen.
You're a huge Kobe fan.
Man.
So what did that mean to you? And like, how did you go about actually getting that opportunity?
Honestly, bro, I reached out on Instagram because I follow MAMBA Sports Academy. Shout out to MAMBA Sports Academy on Instagram. And I seen that they were posting different internship opportunities. So I DM'd them. I'm like, yo, is this just for people that are in California, or can I do this from New York? And you know, they pointed me in the direction to the right people, which was crazy. I wasn't even expecting a response. You know, sometimes you just shooting DMs, but they actually got back to me, and I was like, you know, I'm about to make this happen. Like, this is an opportunity I cannot pass up as a Kobe fan, and it meant the world to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, I had the opportunity to go out there from January till April. I was with the MAMBA Sports Academy, just networking, connecting, seeing the way things are run. That's another thing I've interned for the last 5 years, different internships, just seeing the way different places run their business, run their clinics. Take everything you can from those experiences. Sometimes I didn't get paid for any of my internships.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not all about the money. You're going to get so much more, you know what I'm saying, just by just humbling yourself, you know?
Experience.
Don't be so quick to, you know what I'm saying, look for compensation financially. Because I learned so much more just from being around these guys at SPI, Cornell University, MAMBA Sports Academy. Now, fast forward 2020, I'm like, I'm tired of interning now. I'm trying to make some money. You know, I feel pretty confident in my skill set. I've been around high-level hoops, and I've been around top healthcare professionals for the last 5 years. So I'm ready to get this thing going. So that's kind of what went into HoopersRehab. But so I'm at the MAMBA Sports Academy, and the pandemic hits.
Yep.
So they shut down the clinic, the sports medicine clinic that I was working out of. So now I'm in LA, across the country, very little family. You know what I'm saying? My money slowed up. You know, I like to work, bro. I like money to always be coming in. So now I'm in a position where I'm just online every day looking for jobs, because I know the reality is, like, if you don't figure something out, you're gonna be back home, which is okay.
Yeah.
But
it's okay to have a reset moment.
Absolutely.
Reset moment.
It was very humbling. So I actually found a job. I don't think too many people notice. Really, everybody in my circle. But outside of that, I found a summer job where I could actually teach over Zoom. So I had 15 high school students this past summer that I was teaching over Zoom, teaching them physical therapy and athletic training basics.
Yeah.
And we did that 3 days a week on Zoom, and it was pretty dope, bro. So that experience alone right there, and honestly, it was through USC out there.
Okay.
That's huge. So now I have USC references.
Yeah, I was gonna say all those West Coast schools, their medical programs are always
it's huge,
always at the top. So
yeah, so but really teaching these kids, that's a realm, bro, that I never thought I would really get into. But I could see they were learning. They were enjoying. Like, it's hard to keep kids' attention in class alone, but to be over Zoom, these kids are engaged. They're asking me questions. You know, they're showing that they're learning and they're loving the experience. So that right there, I was like, how can I take this experience and make something of my own where I'm paying it forward, essentially, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. So how can I pay it forward to the youth? And that's something that Kobe always preached, you know, to inspire the next generation of athletes. Something that Nipsey always said. Rest in peace to my guy.
So that pretty much, that moment right there for you kind of birthed Hooper's Rehab for you.
I think that experience definitely, because I knew long term that I wanted to start my own clinic down the road, but I wanted to get with a college basketball team like a Cornell or like a big Duke or Syracuse and travel with their ball team for a few seasons and kind of work my way up. But then it's like the pandemic hit, there's no sports going on. So it's like, how can you still reach athletes from home? How can you teach, still pay it forward while putting yourself on the map and creating your own lane in the sports medicine realm? So, bro, honestly, it is a blessing, man. It just came to me. It started slowly coming to me, start jotting things down, talking to different people. They start leading you in different directions, and doing research on your own. And then, you know, I shout out to Polly because I'm in LA and we sat down to have a meeting one morning over breakfast, and we're just talking, bouncing ideas off of each other. And it's crazy how me and her even connected. We met through one of my roommates, so we're just talking, and she mentions that she does websites. She creates websites. And I'm like, really? Because I'm thinking about starting my own. You know, I gave her the rundown, and she was like, that would be dope. Like, she's never created a website for what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
So she pointed me in the right direction to some other people who could bring my vision to life, essentially.
Yeah.
So shout out to Polly. So I reached out to Optimal Branding. Shout out to Optimal Branding, and they I told them my idea. I sent them my like sketches that I had drawn up because I'm not a creative, bro. Before this year, I'll say before this year, I wasn't a creative. So I'm talking to them like, this is what I'm thinking for logos, and send me some logos back. So I pay them, and they send me a bunch of sketches. I didn't like the first batch. They sent me like 10 different logos. I'm like, nah, none of these. Can you send me another batch? Start incorporating some other designs, some basketball into it. And then they sent me the logo I have now for Hoopers Rehab, and I said, this the one.
This is the
Like,
one.
this is it. I knew immediately, bro. I was like, this is it. I send it to a couple of my boys and some group chats, just get some feedback from my circle, and they like, yo, that's dope, bro. That's fire. Like,
and it's unique and it's yours.
Yeah.
And it was, you obviously went through that trial of like trying to figure out exactly what you want.
Right.
I know it could be frustrating for like the artists and things like that sometimes, but man, when you spending your money, you want it to be want it to be exactly what you want.
Exactly, bro.
So what are some goals that you accomplished since starting it, that you wanted to, like some big milestones that you were like, man, like, oh, this is, when I look back at it, the first since August 24th, oh, this is what I accomplished, and this is a big accomplishment to me.
I would say the partnerships that I've been able to build. So first getting a gym location, bro, is hectic in itself.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been like that in Upstate New York.
Where are you at right now?
Right now, I'm partnered with Borza,
Okay.
Borza Rec Center in Westmoreland, New York. Shout out to Borza Rec Center. They gave me an opportunity to partner with them and basically do my thing out of their gym, out of their facility. And their gym is always booked up during the week, so it's hard to get in there as it is.
Yeah.
But we go early mornings usually before people get in there, because anytime in the afternoon is pretty booked up. So, you know, we get there early morning and we get our work in. So shout out to Borza Rec Center. That was huge for me, the partnership with them, because now I have a gym.
Yeah.
That was half the battle right there. It's like, where are we going to train? My very first workout, bro, was with Ace. He's playing at Canisius right now, his first year at Canisius.
Shout out to him, man. I've had some conversations with him. That's another person that I kind of just saw just really blossoming into something special, because I know he had he had early on. He didn't. I think early on he didn't know what he wanted to do. As far as keep playing basketball and things like that, and he kind of.
But if you knew his story, like his upbringing, bro,
Yeah.
that kid, his mindset, he's so humble and he's a worker, he's a grinder. So I actually was just going to, we was just pulling up to the course, me and my brother, and he was there, and I see him working out. So I go over to him and I chop
By himself.
by himself,
By himself.
grinding, bro.
You don't see that too often. You don't see that too
come
often.
on now, you gotta want it. But he's built different.
Yeah.
So I go chop it up with him, catch up with him because I haven't seen him in a while. And he tells me that he's going to Canisius, and I start telling him about HoopersRehab and what I'm trying to do with it. And we link up, we connect, and I'm like, look, let's get in a workout next week. I'll take you through some work. And he's all for it. He's like, all right, bro, let's do it. So that was my very first athlete that I got, my very first hooper that I got to work out with. Mm-hmm. And we actually worked out outdoors. We worked out at our outdoor park. The rims were down. We didn't even get to, like, the rims were, you know how they took all the rims down. So we didn't even really use any type of basket. It was all performance work, and we did it outdoors. So getting that partnership with Boys Rec Center was huge because it's winter now. So
definitely.
If I didn't have this partnership, you know what I'm saying, I'd be stuck. Just the expansion, bro, with how many hoopers have been reaching out to me to train with me. It's a good feeling, bro. You got
the town fired up basketball wise.
Oh man,
I see, because I'm pretty sure everybody is trying to become a part of it, especially just seeing you build it. Just from my standpoint, is just sitting back watching it, and you got people genuinely happy and ready to work out and improve their game and making it exclusive to people that are really trying to work on their craft. Because I think that's the biggest thing. Is having that platform for people to be able to increase their abilities and things like that. So I definitely salute you on that.
I appreciate it, bro. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with this HoopersRehab is pay it forward to the young athletes and really just give them, you know, the blueprint to how to take care of your body, how to have a long career if you want to play. You didn't want to play football for a long time, but if you do want to go on to play college level basketball or NBA level basketball, I know what it takes to get there. You know, like I said, I've been blessed to be around high level hoops the last couple of years. So just giving that game forward, bro, because what is knowledge if you're not sharing it? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And another thing is, I think a lot of young athletes, even us growing up, we kind of were ignorant to the fact of how important it is to take care of your body. We just bro, we going out there, we just want to play. That's it. And then now you're out here, you're 24, 25, and they're like, oh wow, that's why these kids from Alabama, Florida, they're doing these things when they're 12, 13 years old.
That's when you're supposed
14
to start.
years old. And I feel like that's the difference between us up here and then them down there. And maybe even up here, like, people have that opportunity, but they don't really tap it. They tap into it too late.
Right.
I feel like that's what happens.
Right.
Because I feel like if you mold your body when you're younger, you're going to be primed to have one of the craziest, like, uprisings as, like, an athlete.
For sure.
When you hit that 19, 20-year-old age.
One of the hashtags I'm pushing right now is your best ability is your availability. And that's something I tell all my athletes, you know, don't let that go over your head. And just the partnerships, bro. Honestly, I'm so grateful for every partnership that I've started since this is, honestly, bro, it's nobody but God. If you've seen the way I've grown since August to now, it's unbelievable. We've been doing crazy numbers, and I'm excited for the future, bro. The guys that I've just been partnering with along the way, my boy Dame Nugent, he does photography. It all started with me and him at the courts, bro. The day I ran into Asif, me and Dame was actually up there just doing like headshots, just photo shoot headshots. I see Asif over there working out. I go talk to Asif like, yo, we gotta get in some work. This is what I'm about to start. I'm launching my brand, and this was like 2 weeks before launch. Like, I'm about to launch my brand. I would like to get in some work with you, take some pictures, and just teach you about different things that's going to help you when you leave to school in a few weeks when you go to Canisius. So it was crazy how that happened. And Dame been with me since day one, literally. So he's one of the few guys who's seen the growth from that starting point all the way till now. So shout out to Dame. And my other partner, Visionary Vendon, my boy Drew Black. Yep. That's my right hand man, bro.
Shout out to Drew.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Drew. We go back to diapers, bro. But just seeing how he continues to reach new heights, bro. He's an engineer. That's huge, like.
Yeah, that's a big deal,
bro.
Big deal.
And just to see him launch Visionary Vending now, inspiring, bro. He continues to just outdo himself, continues to inspire me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my big bro. So when I started this, it was already written that me and him were gonna partner up. Like you said, starting partnerships with your friends. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So he actually supplies the beverages. Like he keeps my guys hydrated at these high school runs, at the college runs. He's right there with his setup. Guys are coming to him, paying him for drinks. You know what I'm saying? That's a partnership that I'm grateful
blessing,
for.
man.
Absolutely.
That's a blessing.
Boards Rec Center, I'm truly grateful for them just giving me gym space and allowing me to rock out and do my thing. You know, 2021 I won't get too much into it, but the goal is expansion, really.
Yeah.
Continuing with these partners and continuing to grow with new partners and new sponsors, new endorsements. Just expanding in every way, bro. More athletes, working out with more hoopers in different areas. Like it's gonna be huge. I'm excited for what the future holds, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, what are some of your short-term goals as far as obviously the year is coming to an end? What's your goal for the next, say, 2 weeks? Because that's when the new year comes.
Next 2 weeks. So this actually tomorrow I have the last session of high school runs. This will be part 3. That's gonna be pretty dope. And the visuals. Shout out to my other partners, Fuller Frames. I call them Fuller Flames, but bro, the editing is crazy. We really, before I partnered with Fuller Frames, bro, I was pretty much doing the editing for my videos on YouTube myself from my phone. Like, and you can see the quality difference, bro. I partner with Marcus at Fuller Frames. Bro, we doing 450 views in a week on YouTube now.
Yeah.
The editing is different, and it's only going to continue to grow every time we put more content out, because he really puts the time into his work, and it shows. And I'm appreciative of Marcus and Gio over there at Fuller Frames. Make sure y'all follow them. Another creator that's pretty dope in this area is my boy Josh Graz. I don't know if you tapped in with him.
Nah, I haven't. I've seen him. I've seen his some of his work from other people that I know.
Yeah, he's pretty like dope, man. Those are 2 dope creators that are in this. Bro, we have so many creators in this city. Shout out to my boy Mel's most influential. You know, another creator who's just truly dope, bro. Yep.
I need to tap in with him to get a hoodie.
Bro, we just did a photo shoot for some of the hoodies he's gonna be releasing. Like he released this one hoodie. I exclusively launched it on my page. It was pretty dope for Black Friday. He's got so many more different apparel coming for the new year. It's gonna be dope. So
and he's been kind of. So I'm gonna call him a pioneer for the U, man.
Absolutely.
Because he's been grinding, and he really knows what it feels like to keep going through things and
for sure
not because you can see it. Some people aren't always happy for you when you're starting something.
For sure.
And he sees that, he understands that, and he just keeps going. It's inspiring though.
He keeps applying pressure regardless.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it's about.
Shout out to him, man.
For sure. But immediate goals, bro. I just want to end the year on a good note. Next week we're gonna be doing the last college runs. And I got a lot of guys coming from different parts of New York.
So you're gonna be doing it on Christmas weekend?
Christmas weekend, the day after Christmas. So that Saturday, bro. I got guys coming from Buffalo. I got guys coming from Syracuse, New York City. It's gonna be huge. So.
The grind don't stop
at all, bro. So ending the year on a high note that way is that's my immediate goal, is to make sure that thing is everything that I need it to be.
So going from there. We've obviously had conversations as just growing up in Utica, the area 315, and things like that. What do you think are some of the things that some people need to do better at as far as support of the youth and people that are coming up?
I think it starts with just something as little as sharing each other's content, bro.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, you guys were just talking about it with your interview with Fuller Frames, bro. A lot of people, you'll get 500 story views a day, and you got people verbally. This is what kills me, personally. Like, people tell you verbally, like, yo, I love what you're doing. I believe in you. You know,
that's the one.
Bro, I support you.
That is the one.
You believe in me. You support me. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Go share my posts. And I appreciate you, bro, because you're one from the jump. I didn't have a true marketing strategy. That's something that I'm going to start implementing within the new year. But these last 3 months, I haven't had a true marketing strategy. I've just been going off the strength of people rocking with me,
Yeah.
sharing my content, subscribing to my YouTube, sharing my posts, and you've been one of those guys. It doesn't go unnoticed either. I know who, who's really with me. But it's something so little as that, bro. If you're gonna view somebody's story every day and follow their every move, you might as well be supporting.
Mm-hmm. And I think like another thing is just seeing you do it is really big, because another thing for you is I know you have depth to you, substance to you, where you've actually put the work in.
Right.
That's shout out to Steve Dowd, because that's why I believe in him. That's why I believe in him as a trainer, is because he would go to conventions and things like that to learn different things.
Right.
And he's not just saying he's a trainer. You feel me? And you put the time in, you put the work in. You met so many teams, you got into so many seasons, different sports. And when you actually start something like this, you have credibility.
Right.
Not saying you wouldn't have it, but the credibility is there. And me and you we've had the conversations and things like that. And I could see you starting something, and I'm gonna believe in it because of the conversations we had, and just knowing what type of person you are. So that's kind of why. That's kind of my criteria for me supporting people. It's really tough. I've got to dwindle it down now because it's not reciprocated. So it's kind of draining to support somebody, and then when you start something, they do not reciprocate. I'm not salty about it or anything. It's just the principle of it.
Right.
It's just the principle.
How that work, bro? You want me to, share everything you're posting, but it's not reciprocated. That's why I'm so grateful for all these partnerships, bro. It's 50-50. How the saying go, one hand got to wash the other.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We doing things, we're collaborating. I'm sharing, inspired by true events. You're sharing Hooper's Rehab.
Yep.
That's a partnership in itself. You know what I'm saying? We haven't sat down and did any terms, but essentially that's a partnership.
Definitely things gonna come. Definitely.
Oh,
we got to.
And that's something I thank God for every day, bro. Through Hooper's Rehab, I touched on it earlier. I've never been a creative person I would say like in my past, I've never really been truly creative. God blessing me with this dope business, this brand, has allowed me to get creative in so many different lanes and really tap into my true creativity. So I'm truly grateful for that.
And I said that in episode 9. Baby Bernice is out right now on Club 157. I said that that's one of my biggest things for 2020 for me, is like, damn, I'm really creative,
bro.
Like, because I always think of creativity as being by the hand, being able to draw and things like that.
I always thought the same thing, but when you actually tap into that, and that's what the MAMBA mentality means to me. That's why I push MAMBA mentality so much, because yes, on the court, Kobe would lock into this different space where he would will the team to victory, or he's just unconscious, can't miss a shot. But now if you take that same principle and you apply that to your life and how I approach Hooper Rehab, how you approached when you were on the football field, you know what I'm saying? Just tapping into that space. A lot of people don't tap into it, and we all really have it, bro.
And that, I say, like I was talking about, I want somebody to do a study on those type of things, the athlete psyche, like
that'd be dope.
Where people like Kobe, I'm not gonna say I'm like Kobe, but like I was willing to when we needed a touchdown or something, I was willing to die on the field to get that touchdown. And I don't think I'm not asking for every athlete to do that, but it's how bad do you truly want it. I feel like everybody wants the results, but how far are you willing to go to really get that? And that's, I think that's something that should be studied, the athlete psyche, the people that are great at things, and how crucial that is to be an athlete. Because I feel like the games, anything that you play is so mental. It's so mental.
90% of the game is mental.
It's mental.
90%.
Like, exactly. So like, I think a lot of people, if you get that part of yourself where you are unmatched and unfazed, and you can just go and play, you will be so much better off as a player. It's so huge, and I don't think people really understand.
It's really having that tunnel vision, and that's something. While I'm teaching these young guys about their bodies and the correct ways to move and perform, that's something I'm harping on too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you guys really need to know these things, because like you said, nobody was here to teach us that coming up. But now that I have the knowledge, I'm gonna give these young guys the game too. You know what I'm saying?
And I think for me, I kind of got onto it just at the right time. Is that 18, 19 age? I wish I got a little, like probably a year earlier, because we didn't really lift weights in high school and things like
Right.
that. So I think that was a huge disadvantage coming to college.
I tell people all the time, bro, I didn't lift weights until my very first year of college.
Yeah, like
And people are like, what? Bro, my
Yeah,
freshman year at Utica College is when I really tapped into, like,
because we don't have it. We have access to it, but we're ignorant to the fact of what it could do for us.
Right.
And we don't understand that it's
Right.
it's a resource that is always there when you're in any type of any type of institution.
Right.
So it's always there, but it's not being promoted enough. As I say when we're growing up, but I think so that brings me to my next point here. So we got Utica is getting much better as a city. I think, me personally, some people may not agree. For me living here for 20-something years and then being on the outside right now, because
Right.
I live in the capital region, and seeing it right now is, I'm really happy to, like, I've always repped 315.
Right.
I don't want to get anybody confused. I want the way for school. I used to always have 315 written on my wrist. Every single game. I played 40-plus games in college, 4 years of football.
Hometown hero.
Always had 315 on my wrist somewhere. So I think looking back at it, it's nice to see the city is growing.
Like you said, bro, not to cut you off, from
Yeah.
the outside looking in, when you move away and you actually get out of it. So for the
Yeah.
last 5 years, I haven't really lived in Utica.
Yeah.
You know, I've been back and forth.
But I
here and there.
haven't lit. I was probably here for max
Short
2
stints.
weeks.
You know what I'm saying?
Max
Short
2
stints,
weeks.
in and out, in and out, in and
Yeah.
out. But now that I'm actually here, you know, for a little while, and I'm set, and I'm seeing the different moves that are being made, it's only a matter of time, bro. Real
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, and I say, like, just to see the city grow and things like that is really huge. It means a lot.
Absolutely.
And I'm always know where I come from. When somebody asks me where I'm from, now I'm gonna say New York. Now I'm not gonna say the Bronx. I'm not gonna say Brooklyn. I'm gonna say upstate New York,
Upstate.
Utica.
Now,
Utica.
see, when I went to LA, I'm not gonna lie, I'm from
You had to finesse?
Syracuse.
Syracuse?
Nobody over on the West
They
Coast
got-
know where Utica is.
Yeah,
bro,
they're not
so
gonna know what
I
Utica
gotta give
is.
them landmarks. So I'm from Syracuse, 315, still 315 though.
So going on from that is, like, I was just saying, like, just to see the city doing nice. Going into, like, athletics as us growing up, I think it was a really a little frustrating coming up through athletics and things like that. I think it was just different variables. Obviously, growing up as a teenager, not understanding everything, having frustration. So what was your take on, obviously, the sports during our time and then the sports now? What do you think is the biggest difference?
Honestly, I think there's a drop off. I'm speaking strictly for hoops. Cause,
Yeah.
I'm so tapped in.
Yeah.
I'm truly a student in the game. Like,
Yeah.
I really study basketball, but just watching the drop off from, we graduated 2013, and my brother's class, he's drop off, and not only with, I would say mainly with, like, player development.
Yeah.
You know, I go to high school games now, and they're so different.
So
from
I feel like it seems like basketball, football kind of inverse.
Yeah.
Basketball, when we were playing, was the dominant.
Yeah.
The teams match name wise, athletic, skill wise, it matched, but y'all produced the wins.
I'm chalking that up to the coaches, bro. A lot of
Yeah.
that falls on the coaches, because if you look at Proctor's coaches, when I was there, I played 4 years, bro.
Yeah.
Not so much freshman and JV,
Yeah.
but definitely varsity, bro. They played 8 players.
Yeah.
My
On
junior
a
and
what?
senior,
On a 15-man roster?
bro, 15 man, and every
15
single
man
player,
roster.
I can truly say every single player on that roster was skilled and talented, bro. And
Yeah.
if they truly put the time in with these players and gave them more opportunities, instead of bashing them in practice, telling them don't do this, don't do that, or
Yeah.
pulling them out of the game as soon as you make a mistake, if they actually built these players up, and I'm talking from a grade standpoint too, because there were some guys on the team who had multiple Fs. But they so worried about the coaches. They're so worried about, I need you to play. I need you to be ready come sectional time. We can't afford to lose this kid off the team. You know what I'm saying? But what about going beyond sports? Let's look at the next step. Like, what about helping these guys get into college? They don't care about that, bro.
Yeah. Parental dynamic of things takes a role too.
For sure.
Because there's a lot of parents that don't know, they know their kids play, but what's the next step?
Right.
And I think that's something that me and my parents went through, is not knowing what was next.
Right.
And God bless him. My uncle Eamon, he's the reason why I probably would have even left this area. He played at Bloomsburg in the 90s, and he kind of gave me the opportunity and presented that. I don't know where I would be if he didn't present that. I don't know I probably would have played at UC, but probably not because I kind of wanted to get away from Utica. That was kind of what was on my mind. But I think just the parents being ignorant to the fact of what's going on and what's next for the kids, I think it had a generation where the generation was the athletes were so special, but the next step was dormant because the parents didn't know what to do,
right?
And the coaches weren't there to help them.
Bro, we went to sectionals my junior year and senior year. We won junior year, played the same team senior year, got blown out, and they essentially had the same team.
Yeah,
there's no way, bro, that we did not win a national or a state title one of those 2 seasons. Yeah, the team changed from junior to senior year, but like I said, 15-man roster both years. Yeah. Each of those players on that team, bro, were special, had talent. Yeah. If they would have just tapped into, if the coaches would have allowed us to rock out how we need to. But I'm not just up here talking, bro. I'm actually being the change I want to see. So going back to the next step, there's a kid right now on Proctor. I don't know if they'll have a basketball season this year. It's not looking likely. Yeah, they've already rolled out sectionals, but
you got Cuomo as a governor as well. He's been leading to shut everything down.
Man, but he's a senior playing basketball right now, and
what's his name?
I won't release his name.
Okay.
But I call him JJ. His nickname JJ.
Okay.
But he's been coming to my high school runs, and I took a liking to this kid because I'm like, yo, he's got a game. You know, shout out to Coach AJ. He plays for AJ doing AAU, so he brings him to my runs one time. I'm like, this kid got a game. So I started talking to him after the runs, and he tells me he's a senior. He's the only senior on the team this year, if they have a season. So I'm like, I need to tap into this kid because he can go on to play somewhere. You know, if that's what he wants to do, he can go on. You know what I'm saying? So what I've been doing with JJ is checking up on him, staying on him, because right now they just home on Zoom. I'm like, bro, you want to go to college, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you know, college deadlines are coming up. I'm like, have you applied to any schools? He's like, nah.
Yeah, so and these are things that we went through growing pains and knowing now if you're not, I feel like if you don't come in his life, not saying nobody would point him in the right direction,
right.
He probably wouldn't even know, the deadline is.
But see, I felt God was talking to me, bro. Like, I'm all about paying it forward. So when he tells me no, but he wants to go to college, I'm like, bro, it's December going on January. Like, application deadlines for the fall are coming up soon. So I told him to get his top 5 schools because, you know.
I think isn't it March? There were some that were March.
That's February. if you want to. There's different types. Like if you want to do early action and enroll for the spring, or like he's thinking fall 2021. So I'm like, bro, we got to get moving. So his deadline's probably somewhere in January.
Yep.
So I told him to get his top 5 schools, write them down, start doing research, asking him different questions. What are you passionate about? What do you want to do? He's into construction. I'm like, my brother Scoop does construction at Utica College right now. Yeah. He's getting ready to finish up his last year. They have the construction management program has an 100% graduation and job placement rate. You're guaranteed a job coming out of college.
Yep.
How many people have you went to college with that are still looking for jobs right now, or working these low end jobs that are not beneath them, but they've went to school and put in the time.
Yep.
They have the credentials. They have that credibility that we was talking about. Now they're doing something that's totally off track from what they're doing. So I'm like, I'm gonna connect you with my brother because he's doing what you want to do now. He can tell you about the program. He can fill you in about, you know, everything that goes into becoming a construction manager. And he's like, okay, cool. So honestly, yesterday we sat down, bro. We applied to 1 school out of his 5, and each week we're gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? So
you were just talking about just about the kid that you're mentoring pretty much, and what it takes to pretty much apply for college and things like that.
Right,
so.
Giving him game about the different something my mom always stresses. I come from shout out to my mom, man. That is truly, truly my rock, man.
Mama Nigel,
Mama Dunkley, man.
She had us get up there and at his graduation, had me up there. She put us on the spot.
She was putting everybody on the spot.
She said,
bro.
Everybody at this table got to get up.
All my boys.
Oh man,
all my boys. You gotta get up and say something.
That's only right though. That was a good vibe to it. Man, I like that. I
love that woman to death. But something she used to always harp on was getting that free money that's out there, bro, for colleges. Not coming out of pocket, because we come from a single parent household, bro. It's 3 of us. She put us all through college. My sister is a teacher now, teaching 3rd grade for 3 years now. She taught in Syracuse. She's teaching at a new charter here in Utica. Shout out to my sister. Then there's me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm an athletic trainer now, and I'm making crazy moves. My brother, he's about to be a construction manager. My mom did all of that, bro. You know, it takes a village, of course, but primarily she was our foundation. She was our rock. So something she always harped on was getting that free money while we were in school. And every semester she would be, or every every start of the new academic year, she'd be honest. You did your FAFSA yet? Hurry up so I could go in and sign. You know what I'm saying? So just sitting down with JJ and showing him about TAP, you know, the free money that's out there, showing him about FAFSA, setting that up. It's a rewarding feeling, bro, because when he goes on, when next year roll around and he's playing at one of these local schools and he's doing his thing, I'm gonna be able to sit there and, like, you know, I had a who knows, if I didn't intervene with him, he might not have been in college this year. You know what I'm saying? That's it's truly a blessing, bro. You know.
Yeah. So we talking obviously about Utica 315, and giving people their flowers. Who you think right now, out of the college runs, is showing is impressive to you?
There's a few kids. There's a few kids. First, I gotta say my boy J-Dub, Jalen Warmack. That boy is cold, bro.
Hey, listen, that boy a dog. Listen, we gonna take a boy. In fact, I'm giving him it's a moment. I'm gonna give flowers, man, bro. That Warmack, you did a hell of a job. You got athletes. They athletes out there.
Shout out to Dub.
From the oldest one to the youngest
His
one.
His entire family.
Isaiah,
I cannot say one of them are not some type of
they're
nice.
Special.
Yeah,
they're special.
Absolutely.
And I wish I had an opportunity, but I don't think I was up for it. Was to go to Notre Dame, but I would have loved to play next to Kev. That'd have been unreal. Man, what? And Kev, shout out to Kev, man. He's a special talent,
man.
Bro.
What? I actually reached out to Kev because he started playing football for Utica College. Mm-hmm. They came to Cortland one day. I'm doing the game setup and everything, and I hear his name called in the starting lineup. Kevin Warmack. I'm like,
yeah.
Kev playing for UC?
Yeah,
so after the game, he's always been. Him and my brother Scoop used to play Little League, or not Little League, but Pee Wee football. Mm-hmm. Bro, just watching the way he moved from young, I knew he was special, man.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you right now. This is no lie. This is honesty. My coach came to me one time and he was like, "We need players like you, like versatile, be able to do whatever." Kev, first name, said, "Go get him." I showed him. I don't know if he was enrolled in school yet, because he was how old? He's 2 years younger than us, isn't he?
I want to say 2.
He's got
so that but see, my brother's 3 years younger than me. He might be a year older than Jai.
Yeah, because I think he did somewhat Notre Dame, like reclassifying.
But that's something me and my brother talk about a lot too. Is what if we just transferred in high school and went to Notre Dame instead of staying here at Proctor? We would have took over that school easily. There's no doubt in my mind, bro.
Nigel, that's my boy.
There is no doubt in my mind we would have had Notre Dame
easily. We would have took it over
easily.
People would have been mad.
What? Same way J-Dub did. That trio right there, J-Dub. You got
shout
my
out to
other boy,
Jalen,
Dante
man.
Griffin. I like his game a lot. He reminds me of a young Devin Booker or a young Steph Curry for sure. And that's, I got to watch him. I got to watch him when he was younger at Notre Dame. Yeah,
but he was special then.
Cold.
He was just small. Now he probably 6 foot?
About.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I saw him when he was probably like 5'6", 5'5", so I can only imagine.
Dribbling all crazy.
Yeah, and I can only imagine what he is like now. So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
All the young talent in Utica. I'm gonna say it for me. I appreciate you because it takes a lot to be consistent and to actually grow your talent.
Yeah. And
the fact that y'all taking the time to do that is huge, bro.
There's 3 more athletes, so they haven't. Well, Marcus Merchant. Shout out to Marcus Merchant. He's at Niagara right now playing. Mm-hmm. That boy got game 2. And then there's 2 more. They haven't been to my runs yet because they've been away at school. But Asaf is another one I like his game a lot. And then Frankie from New Hartford. He's
man.
cold too. He the truth.
That's family.
He the truth.
That's family.
Yeah, absolutely. That's your fam?
That's fam right there.
I feel like I knew that.
His mom and my mom. Shout out to Aunt Angie, man. She wild, but Frankie, bro. Listen, Frankie, bro. He's like a tree. Like
he got game too,
bro. He's nice.
He's the truth.
He's nice.
The truth.
He's nice, man. Like, and he went to I believe where is he at right now? He went to Dayton.
He transferred from Dayton. Mm-hmm. He's at Stony Brook putting on right now. First year at Stony Brook putting on.
Yep. Shout out to you, Frankie, man. We appreciate you. We love you, bro.
Yes, sir. But those are some athletes that stick out to me, or some hoopers that stick out to me right now that have been coming to the runs or that I've been in touch with from this area, bro. The talent is there.
Yeah. So going back to HoopersRehab, man. What are some things that that you find is very important to do during these college runs?
So there's a few things that I stress.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start with the high school runs.
Mm-hmm. So you have high school and then college.
Yeah, I
Okay.
usually do one weekend I'll do high school runs, and the weekend after I'll do college.
Do you ever blend them or no?
Nah.
No. Okay.
No. Because it's different skill levels. I want them to be competing against their age group.
Their
you know
age
what I'm
group.
saying?
Makes
But there's
sense.
a few things that I harp on at these runs, especially high school runs.
Yeah.
Most of these kids are 9th, 10th grade looking to play varsity at some point.
Yeah.
I have experience with that. So they take my word. They don't take it lightly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ball movement. Moving the ball, minus all the dribbling,
Yeah.
passing, and moving without the ball. If you
Yeah.
watch guys like Steph Curry,
The ball. They always say what the ball travels faster when you pass it.
Of course it does. And Steph, I feel like his the way he moves without the ball gets overshadowed by his amazing shooting sometimes. Like if you really watch Steph,
slithery on the screen,
simple buckets, backdoor layups.
He's literally shoulder to shoulder with the guy, brushing past him,
Bro.
ready to shoot.
That's the game of basketball. That's beautiful basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not all this dribbling and isolation
The
basketball.
details.
Come on now,
The
you
details.
got to pay attention to the detail. And I'm giving these guys a game. If you want to play at the varsity level, if you want to play at the college level, all that coming down, dribbling, one-on-one, going iso ball, that's not going to fly.
Yeah.
It's out. So that's something that I truly stress. And then at my workouts, one of the things I stress is, I would say, going game speed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you practice hard. So when you got to the game, it translated over. You weren't surprised by the things you were accomplishing on the field.
Yep.
It's the same thing on the basketball court. If you going half-ass during workouts and during practices, I was guilty of it when I was
And then you go and play against the guard from Henniger.
Come on now.
And he going to full speed, and you half-ass practice all day. You promise your body will follow.
You got everything you deserve. 'Cause if you don't have a plan, if you don't set yourself up for success, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
Period.
Preparation, consistency.
That's it.
That's
So those are some
that's been
things I
the
like
words
to
for
harp on.
2020 for me. What's been some things that obviously we're in the trying year. You touched on it a little bit during your time in LA, transitioning back home and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are some things that help you stay grounded? It could be a TV show, a podcast, reading a book that has helped you to get to the point you are now.
First and foremost, God, family. I have a beautiful niece now. She
Yep.
just turned 8 months, bro. It's crazy. She's about to have her first Christmas. The joy I get just from seeing her and watching her grow at this rapid pace, bro. Like I was in LA when she was born, but I come home and she's barely opening her eyes. And my sister was actually in the hospital with her the week COVID like really started getting real. So I was like scared, praying heavy, like please let her have a successful, healthy birth and get out of the hospital ASAP.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying? But just watching the way she's grown, bro, over the last few months is truly. I want Hoopers Rehab to be huge for my mom, for my family in general, but especially for her, bro. I want being out in LA and just watching the way that everybody moves out there. Like everybody doesn't have their hand in one thing in LA.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their hand in multiple things. And just being in that environment I was out there for 9 months. Just being out there and seeing the way the money that people were making, the businesses, the creativity, like it was all inspiring, bro. Every day I went somewhere that I was inspired in LA. Every day. So that experience alone, yes, it was 9 months out there, but it changed my life. I'm not gonna lie. It changed the way
it's a whole different style of living.
Right. And see, I've always been to New York City many times, but I never got that same inspiration. I don't like New York City.
Yeah.
I go across to the West Coast. Now I'm finding so much different inspiration through everything, the littlest things. So that's something that was huge for me too.
So going from there, just a little bit more about Hoopers Rehab. What are some people that have given you game or influenced you during this journey?
Man, there's so many people from this area, or just
like whoever. Like I would say the top 3 people that have helped you be able to improve the quality of Hoopers Rehab from the runs or just basketball advice and things like that.
Okay, I gotta shout out my intern, Eben. Eben has been huge.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Eben. He's an aspiring athletic trainer right now. He's going to be tapping in probably with Cortland athletic training.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he's done, he's going to come back and
He's
we're going to do some more.
Great kid, bro. Great kid.
Just a grinder, bro. Truly humble. Always doing for others. You know what I'm saying? Always looking out for others, sharing others' posts and content. Like, and he's one of the guys on my team that I'm truly grateful for. He's dependable. He's reliable. Before workouts, we're there 15 minutes ahead of time. I know he's gonna be on time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna help me with setup, taking down. He takes a load off of me that I don't even think he realizes. You know, and I'm not paying him financially. Like this is an internship, but he's getting so much game, so much knowledge from me that he's always so thankful for me. But it goes hand in hand. I'm truly thankful for him. So I would say Eben is one. Two, my boy D King. D King is at this point, he's a mogul at this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's been basketball training in Upstate New York for years. So
I never had I know who he is. Just obviously being from this area, I never had the pleasure to have a conversation or anything with him. Maybe I will one day though.
Yeah, so I actually interned with D King and Brandon Long. Shout out to them. Shout out to King of Kings 2 summers in a row.
King of Kings, man. One of
high level hoops.
High level hoops. One of the biggest. I live in the capital region, and people they be like, "You're from Utica?" Oh yeah, like King of Kings was out there when I first moved out there. That's what they kept saying. Like, wow. They're like Utica. Oh yeah, King of Kings. I had a team that was in that.
Wow.
So that's crazy.
King
of Kings was I know it was
we got to make that.
I love that event.
Yes,
I love it.
Every summer. What else is there to look forward to? King of Kings. You know what I'm saying? But D King has kind of taken me under the wing, and now that he sees what I'm trying to do. He does, we just had preseason training camp last month. Every Tuesday night up at JCC. Yeah. We sat down for a meeting. He's like, bro, I want you to come work with me. Just see the way I do things. Giving me just different game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And things like that I appreciate because not everybody's doing that. He could easily be like, it's an up-and-coming trainer. You know what I'm saying? That resume, steal all my athletes, my hoopers, but
that resume don't lie, man.
The resume speaks for itself.
The things you've done, people aren't going to, take it lightly. They're going to be like, this kid is going to work, man. Because your journey, just from our short conversation here, you can tell it's been a grind, and a lot of people would have, for sure, they would have probably given up a long time ago.
Oh, for sure.
You feel me?
So everybody not built like this. And people don't know, bro. I drove to LA. Yeah. I made that. Once I knew I could get the MAMBA Sports Academy working with Kobe Bryant, bro, I was willing to do anything to get out there. Yeah, I'm gonna drive there. I'm gonna hitchhike 36
backpack.
hours, bro.
I'm a backpack or a duffel bag
and a Honda Coupe. All my stuff packed in there from college. I never really unpacked from college. I was home for 2 weeks. Bro, I kid you not. My boy Julius, bro, he came to help me. He came to help me move out. Bro. We hit the road. Never looked back at Cortland, bro. I was ready. I was so ready to go.
Listen. I never unpacked.
Never.
From 2013 when I got to Bloom, every time I came home, the bag was always sitting in the corner.
Literally living out of a suitcase.
I grabbed the underwear, socks, the shirt, and whatever I wear, and then I fold it right back, put it right back in there, because when it's time to go, I'm not about to be losing stuff, forgetting stuff.
That was the worst, bro. That went on for 6 years. So I was just used to picking up, leaving. You know what I'm saying? So. But, bro, I made it happen. I made that drive out there because I knew I needed transportation out there. I'm not going to be relying on public transportation in a big city like that. Nah. Yeah. So, I made it happen, period.
Definitely. So, we were just laughing about college and things. So when you're going through your collegiate your journey, what was one of your favorite moments being a part of all those teams from Cortland to Cornell and things like that?
My favorite moment?
Yeah.
So, I got to go with my Cornell experience. Football games were super dope. They didn't win a lot, but just being right there in the action, bro, running on the field when guys go down, it was like this rush, bro, for real. It was crazy, man.
Gotta go.
It was crazy. But I would go with Cornell basketball. So every year they play Syracuse right at the Dome. Right at the Dome, bro. It doesn't count as an exhibition game, but being courtside, being right behind that bench, bro. I mean, I played on the court 2 years, my junior and senior year, when we won sectionals, but to be in the stands one row behind the ball team, bro, it was nothing like it. It was dope.
Yeah, for real.
And we gave them hell that night. Almost won the game. The rest wasn't cheating. Cornell would have came out on top.
Kenny Lacy not gonna like that. Yo, shout out to my boy Kenny, man.
Shout out to Kenny.
Shout out to Kenny.
For sure.
But
that was pretty dope.
Is there anything else that you want to shout out? Any last words for the people?
I'm not even done with the experiences. Honestly, I got to share some MAMBA Sports Academy experiences, bro.
Listen. He said, "I'm not done, no."
Bro, so I walk into MAMBA Sports Academy. My shifts were typically afternoon, so like 12 until 6, 7 p.m. I walk in the gym one day, bro, and they telling me, "Yo, Jamie Foxx is out there hooping." Like in the courts, because you can see where this physical therapy clinic was. You could see the courts from the windows. Mm-hmm. I'm like, who? Did y'all say Jamie Foxx?
Not Jamie. Not Django.
The Jamie Foxx? So
not the man with the albums, the TV shows.
Oh my goodness, just an all around genius. But
he might be one of the most talented people that I probably ever blessed the entertainment game.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
And he works out a lot.
Yeah.
Like he was in there working out and hooping with his boys. Like to see guys like Aaron Donald in the offseason training getting ready. So everything that he's doing this season, bro, I'm not surprised by anything I see him doing, bro. He really put in
the
that
most.
Work.
I'm not gonna disrespect Lawrence Taylor, but Lawrence Taylor is the reason why the tight end is so prevalent in the game of football, because you needed an extra blocker when you playing against Lawrence Taylor.
For sure.
But Aaron Donald, man.
And so check this out. So
he's crazy.
The chiropractor for the Rams worked at the MAMBA Sports Academy. He wasn't there during the week, really. He had like one day a week that he would be in because he'd be traveling with the team. So like every Wednesday we knew we'd have a bunch of Rams players coming through, and that's when I would see guys like Aaron Donald, Todd Gurley, and these guys coming through. But something really dope happened, bro. He invited me to his crib to watch the Super Bowl last year. The chiropractor for the Rams.
Oh, did you go?
Of course I did. And I'm glad I did. I felt like an outcast there because it was his family and stuff, and it was just me. But they had so much respect for me. They knew my story. They knew I drove all the way from New York to L.A. just to work at this MAMBA Academy. I told them about how big of a Kobe fan I was. This was after all the Kobe stuff transpired with the accident and everything. And they knew I didn't have much family out there. And they asked me, like, what are you going to be doing for Super Bowl? I was like, probably just, hanging out at the crib. And they were like, nah, come to Thousand Oaks. It was like a 45-minute drive to his crib because he lived in a nice area. But, bro, a lifetime experience right there.
Yeah, for real.
These are things that people don't even know that I don't talk about. But it happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing, man. This journey it's been fun. There's so many different. It's hard to just pick a couple experiences. There's been so many experiences along the way that have been just dope and humbling. Yeah,
when it's all said and done, when you have that, we're gonna have that big moment where we can really reflect and enjoy it. Right now, we're on the grind. We're all young.
Stuck in the marathon.
Yeah, we're stuck in the marathon right now. But when it's all said and done, you look back at these moments and you just blessed to even be able to touch them, let alone be a part of them. So,
for sure.
Is there any last words you wanna give to the people?
Just thank y'all for continuing to rock with me during it. We've only been at this for 3 months, coming up on 4 months in a few days here on the 24th. But just everybody that's been on this journey with me, my team. Everybody supporting me, it doesn't go unnoticed, for real. I can't thank everybody individually all the time, but I truly appreciate it. I get messages all the time, little DMs, and that means the world to me. Like, bro, keep doing your thing. Like,
people see you, bro. People see you.
Yes.
Like, people see you, man. And I think they see you. They know what type of person you are, but they don't know, even like it would be over the top. They don't even know the journey that you've been through.
Man.
And that would
it'll be in a book soon.
Yeah,
trust
you feel
me.
So
that's why I don't give away too much. Like, here, I released a lot of stuff I haven't even talked about or shared with people that are outside of my immediate circle. But you're my brother, so I'm here to drop all these exclusives. But it's all going to be in a book one day, bro.
What's I get the exclusives?
Right on Inspired by True Events. Make sure y'all go follow the network,
Come
man.
on.
We got a lot coming in this new year. But seriously, thank you to everybody that continues to support me. Thank you to my family. Thank you to all the hoopers that I've been tapping in with. Thank y'all for coming to me and trusting me with y'all game, player development. This new year, I'm excited. We got a lot coming for y'all. I won't give away too much, but it's going to be huge. We really just getting started. When I say that, I really
Yeah,
just saying
definitely.
we just getting started. But
We promise you, we're gonna be y'all. We're gonna be annoying on the book, on Instagram, Twitter. We on every platform. We everywhere
applying pressure.
at IBTE Network.
Yes, sir.
And we got at Hoopers Rehab.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere.
Go follow that. Go subscribe to
He's
my
on
YouTube channel.
Man, he's on YouTube. All of that.
Yes, sir. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Go follow at Hoopers Rehab and get in tune if you haven't already.
We out here, man. Like I said, we appreciate everybody that tunes into the network here. We got some big things coming. Just like this is a blessing that we're able to even be able to do this.
For sure.
And like I wanna give a shout out to Nigel for being the person he is, and seeing the things he does. I think it's really important to let people know that you motivate them for what they're doing. So I want to let you know that you motivate me. I think a lot of people see people doing things, and it's okay to say other people or your peers motivate you, because that is a good thing. That let
Yes,
you know
it is.
it's a positive affirmation
But
for
honestly,
another person.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't like motivation. I'd rather inspire you.
Well, yeah,
Mo-
I
me-
think it's both. I
To
think
me,
it's both.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just
But
it's
I
just
say
choice
that
of words.
because motivation comes and goes. I could wake
Yeah,
up one
true.
day and be like, I want to go to the gym.
True.
Wake up the next day, I don't want to go to the gym. But if something truly
So-
inspires you, it stick with you. But I'm messing with you. But
So
that's
no,
just me.
I get it. So I think it's a little bit of both. And like I said,
Oh, for
I
sure.
said it in the interview with Julius. Is just the whole motivational purposes only. Just seeing it, and it's like, man, people really doing this. Like
We out here making
that's how
real
that's
boss
how I
moves.
feel. Like,
Yes, sir.
and it's like it's a blessing. But appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next segment.
Make sure y'all go follow Inspired by True Events, bro. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
Yes, sir.